Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing amazing. In today's video, I will be tapping into the energies of my singles or those of you that are manifesting new love. As per usual, the timestamps will be in the description bar below as well as the comments. So let's just get started here. Okay. Starting off with Aries. Let's see. Aries singles. The Ace of Swords wanted to show itself here. So you could be receiving a message, or you feel like you're finally seeing some sort of progress or breakthrough when it comes to your love life here. We have the Knight of Swords and Five of Wands that wanted to pop out as well. Seems to me that someone here is trying to prove themselves to you. Five of Wands could even talk about some sort of competition or someone viewing you as like highly sought after. And there's something here that they are doing to kind of stand out from the rest or prove themselves to you. Okay, so we have the King of Cups. It definitely could be a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. And then we have the High Priestess. This may be something that starts off a little bit secretive, or it could be that I'm picking up on an energy of like a secret admirer. Even if this person is conversing with you, I feel like you're not going to know how they feel towards you initially, because the emotions that are developing, they're keeping it to themselves until they feel ready to open up here. But with the King of Cups and the High Priestess, I do feel like this is someone who is very emotionally intelligent. They could even be like highly intuitive. So they could pick up on signs or how you're feeling without you necessarily having to be vocal about it. So let's see. Who's coming towards Aries? A lot of cards popping out here. I feel like this is someone who wants to say a lot, but they're like held back. And it doesn't mean they're not speaking to you at all, but I just feel like they're picking and choosing what they're, communicating to you is what I see here. So we have the Sun card. For some of you, this could be a Leo, but I do feel like this is someone who is viewing you as an individual that makes them very happy. Okay, you guys may like share the same sense of humor also. And with the Sun card, I do see it as something very positive, and there could be something that you're communicating or just the way that you carry yourself that is kind of illuminating an area of this person's life for them. So like, for example, just as a generic one, if this person is connecting with you, they could realize that they haven't had this much fun in X amount of time. And so they're like, you know what, I need to have more fun, or I want to be as happy as I feel right now, but more, I want to feel this happy more often. Like there's something here that's being illuminated to them. And they feel like they either don't have enough or they're not doing enough in an area in their life here is what's coming through. We have the Tower, so this could be like a very, unexpected meeting here. It could definitely be a Scorpio as well. But with the Tower, that's definitely unexpected, but it's also like a realization or waking up to, it could be a wake-up call as well, right? But what I'm mainly getting here is as this person is connecting with you, they're starting to realize maybe some sort of changes that they want to make so that they could feel happier. They feel very happy with you, but it's pointing to other areas in their life where there may be, a need for some sort of altering. We have the Seven of Pentacles as well. So I do believe this is someone who's going to be very, analytical of you. And with the Seven of Pentacles, it's usually investing in a situation, but also looking at the situation and seeing where it could possibly go, or seeing if there's actually potential there. The Seven of Pentacles pretty much boils down to looking at a situation and deciding if it's worth the investment or not. So I do feel like this is someone who's going to be very analytical. They're going to pay close attention to your emotions. And something that I'm persistently getting here, guys, is like, this is someone who's highly intuitive. Okay, so there may even be, like things that they're able to kind of pick up on just based off of your energy, like I said, without you having to communicate it. We have the Empress. Wow. So this person really wants a family dynamic. That's what they have in mind. In some cases, this person could have children of their own, But I feel like with the Empress, it's like they are thinking about a family dynamic. They are thinking of you very highly. They may feel like, you're emotionally balanced, you're, stable in terms of you have something going for yourself. You are independent because the Empress is symbolic for the entire package here. You could be connecting with a Libra or a Taurus. And for others of you, you may have children of your own, and this person could view you as very like nurturing. You could be a mother or a father, but they may feel like you're very good at, being that figure here. Because with the Empress, they are viewing you as if you are checking off all their boxes in terms of what an ideal partner looks like to them. Okay. Now, I also feel like this is someone who's very, very physically attracted to you with the Empress as well as the Sun card. It could be the way that you dress. It could be maybe how you do your hair or makeup or something of that sort. Like it's how you present yourself, right? So it doesn't even have to be anything drastic, but there may even be like a specific color that this person prefers on you that they may tell you. The Two of Pentacles. It's interesting because the Two of Pentacles is clarifying the Tower card, which means that this person feels like they're meeting you in a very unexpected way. They don't expect their emotions to start developing as quickly as they are. And there's something here that they're trying to manage. Two of Pentacles could be, like just a very busy individual having a lot on their plate. But I feel like they're trying to balance a connection with you and remain stable in like their career or their financial life. And they're trying to find some sort of a healthy balance. So this may be something that they're struggling with it initially because, again, what I see here is they don't expect to fall for you, or they don't expect to want a connection with you or a commitment as soon as, it happens. Like it seems to me that things are happening very quickly here. And so there is that energy of, okay, I need to find a healthy balance. I wasn't prepared for this, but now I need to figure out how to make time for a connection and someone that I care about, and also make time for, other areas of my life that I cannot neglect. Knight of Wands. There's a lot of passion here, okay? And for some of you, this connection could even start off where like it's very like, lighthearted. You're getting to know each other. You guys may even travel together, or there's like a very fun, adventurous kind of energy. So it may start off that way and lead to something more here. I do feel like this is a very charming individual and very, very flirtatious energy coming through here as well. What's interesting is this person may have a lifestyle where they're really like on the go, whether that means they constantly travel for work, whether that means, they work for themselves, so they just travel a lot. There's something about this person not really being still, and I'm not really picking up on an in and out energy. I'm picking up on an energy of like someone's lifestyle just being a lot more like fast moving. We have the Hanged Man clarifying the Empress. So this person feels like you've shifted their perspective about love, about relationships. The Hanged Man is always, having a new perspective here. And I also feel like this person is viewing this connection as something that is really causing them to feel excited. So like with the Hanged Man, it could be letting me know that this person feels things were very stagnant for them or stagnant in their love life up until meeting you or connecting with you. But they're definitely having a shift in perspective. So for example, if this is someone who was like, I'm done with relationships, or I can't find anyone that I can trust, that perspective could be changing as they're connecting with you. That is just a generic example, but I definitely see a shift in perspective. The Six of Pentacles, very generous energy. This is someone who wants to meet you halfway. And Six of Pentacles is all about equal give and take. So it's like, I'm going to give to this connection, and I hope Aries meets me halfway, and I'll give them more. So it's like, they're meeting you halfway, but they're also giving to you little by little, but they also want to see if you're giving to the connection just as much as they are, because with the Six of Pentacles, equal give and take or emotional reciprocity is definitely being highlighted here. I also feel that for some of you, like this person could do charity work, or there may be someone in their current life that requires their financial assistance. And we have the Queen of Swords. What's the Queen of Swords? The Six of Swords. Okay, so I definitely feel like this is someone who could have also been through a lot in their personal life, but Queen of Swords and Six of Swords is a very clear message that this person has moved away from anything that wasn't bringing them peace. Okay, whether this be a job, a situation, a family dynamic, because Queen of Swords could be when you're cutting ties with what no longer serves you, and Six of Swords is moving towards calmer waters, moving towards what brings you peace, or leaving behind just what genuinely doesn't, serve you. So I feel like as they're connecting with you, they are trying to be, practical. But I won't say that they're going to take things slow, because I see like a very speedy energy of like, pursuing you or wanting things to take off between the both of you here. Okay. So let's see if I can get a self-love card or a message for you guys. Okay, so we have return to center. Chaotic events do not benefit from panicked reactions. The situation may not need a response from you. Stay calm and centered in your heart. So this message could be coming up for you guys because things are happening fairly quickly in your love life, or it could be that you don't expect a situation to happen. But this is all about, like it says, feeling centered or feeling grounded, even when you feel like the environment around you is something that you don't have control over. So it may be a message specifically, this week or this month where you feel a little bit powerless about the things going on around you, or you feel like you're kind of just having to go with the flow and let things happen the way that they are supposed to. But it also says the situation may not need a response from you. Stay calm and centered in your heart. So if there is something good happening for you and you're connecting with this person, but there's another area of your life where maybe it's triggering, or it could be a past connection that is resurfacing for you while you're connecting with someone new. This is all about realizing, okay, does that situation need my response, or is that something that I can see past or ignore? Okay. So that's what I'm getting for you guys. Moving on to Taurus. Okay, Taurus. So for my Taurus singles, let's see. Ace of Cups wanted to show itself here. You could be connecting with a water sign. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Okay, so we have the Star card. So you could be connecting with an Aquarius as well. And the Five of Cups here. Okay. Healing after some sort of disappointment. So the person that you're connecting with, or again, this could be a prediction, so someone who's coming in for you, it could be like very healing or very nurturing after, a place or a point in your life where you were very, very disappointed or let down in a situation here. Okay, so something working out for you, or you feeling appreciated or understood after a period of maybe not feeling that way. Let's see here. Who's coming towards Taurus? Okay, so we have the Knight of Cups. So this is someone opening up about their emotions. It could even be an emotional confession here with the Knight of Cups, but I see it as someone who really admires you, and they're letting you know this. Okay, whether this is through like a phone call, whether you see this person, at work, but it is someone who is, opening up their heart and telling you how they feel towards you with that Knight of Cups energy. Now, the Knight of Cups could also be read as some sort of a love offer. So as much as they are confessing their emotions to you, it could also be that they're ready to take the next step here, or they're wanting to build or grow with you as well. Okay. This may be someone who is younger than you, but it doesn't have to be like a large age gap. Okay. Ten of Swords. There may be, some sort of like ending that this person experienced in their life, or they feel like they have gone through their fair share of betrayals, or feeling disrespected in relationships or other situations in their life. So this could be something that they're communicating to you, or it's just letting me know, I'm kind of getting the same energy as I opened your spread, like a very tough cycle coming to an end, and a very healing connection that you're moving into here. As far as a Ten of Swords, the pro of that card is the worst part of a situation is over. So, you know, if this applies to you and you're resonating with this energy, it could be Taurus that you feel you've been hurt time and time again, or you feel like you've been let down and you're kind of like, when is it my turn to feel emotionally fulfilled or be in a connection that serves me? And so what I see here is you're getting a break from just being let down or disappointed. The worst of what you were going through is over with the Ten of Swords energy. The Three of Cups. This is someone who wants to take you out. They want to have a good time. This person could also be introducing you to their friends or family, like fairly quickly or very early in the stages of you guys connecting with each other. The Three of Cups is a very fun energy. It's like, you know, hanging out or going out for drinks or, you know, even traveling together. But it's like also a very social kind of energy. And that's why I say like this person could be introducing you to their friends or they're wanting to meet your friends. There's even something about like this person really wanting to like converse with you and be social with you and see how you are around the you know, other people or social settings here. But I definitely see like a very fun energy of, you know, someone who really wants to spend quality time with you, someone who wants to do fun activities together as well. This may be someone who like has trouble sitting still, or they genuinely enjoy whether it's like playing games or doing activities or just being on their feet. They may be a little bit more of like an adventurous kind of energy, or just someone who likes to be stimulated in one way or another. You guys could be dealing with the Virgo here. We have the Hermit and we have the Devil. Okay. So what I see here with the Devil clarifying the Ten of Swords is this is someone who has recently come out of like a very, very tough cycle. Okay, it is in the mutual energy, so it could be something that you're aware of, or even if there is something here that you had to release, you may feel like it was very difficult for you to do so. Now, with the Hermit, I feel like this is someone who has gone through a period of healing. They have gone through a very introspective period of like realizing what they want. And so I don't really see it as, okay, it's someone who's currently going through or who is currently hurt and they're going to project it onto this connection. I just feel like it's something they might bring up, kind of like, this is what I went through in my past, or this was the most recent situation in my life and I felt very disrespected, but I've healed from it. And the Hermit is a very wise energy. Like, this person has gone through their fair share of hurt, but they have learned from that. And it's not necessarily like when you connect with this person, you'll realize like they're not necessarily playing the blame game. This is someone who could take accountability for maybe the role that they played in their own suffering, or the role that they played in a disagreement or a connection. I don't really see it as someone who's just pointing fingers. Instead, I see it as someone who's like, okay, this is what I've gone through, but I've learned from it and I'm doing better now. My apologies, Taurus. I didn't realize that it stopped recording here, but yes, this is someone who feels like they have gone through their fair share of hurt, but they're being open and honest about it, and they have healed from it. It's like a lot of wisdom that they've gained when it comes to their past year. Now, with the Devil, I also feel like there's something about this connection where this person may feel like initially they're going to have to, like, the Devil could kind of be looking at a situation and wondering if you can actually be in that situation, or looking at a person and wondering if they're going to feel the same way about you as you do about them. Because the Devil could speak about some sort of temptation or just wanting what you can't have. And I'm not saying it in a way where this person feels like they genuinely feel like they can't have a connection with you, but you know, initially when you guys are speaking or conversing, they may be wondering, okay, am I falling for someone that I can actually connect with moving forward? Or am I falling for someone where I'm going to be let down in this situation? Okay. The King of Pentacles. Yeah, this person is viewing you as extremely stable. Like, you know, you're someone with a head on your shoulders. They may also feel like you're very organized when it comes to your personal life or your finances, that sort of thing. What they like about you is your grounded approach to life. And it's not to say that you're not able to be emotionally open with this person. It's not to say that you don't express how you feel to them, but they may feel like you're a lot more grounded and also a lot more emotionally balanced, okay? Wow, guys, I'm specifically losing my voice through your reading. The Hanged Man, Pisces energy, okay? What's the Devil? And the Seven of Cups. You have someone like, for example, if this is someone who's already connecting with you, they have a lot of questions. How they're viewing you is you're not necessarily putting all your eggs in one basket, right? So like they could feel like you're exploring your options, or they just feel a level of uncertainty with the Seven of Cups and the Devil card. And what's going on in their mind constantly is, I'm falling deeply for Taurus, or I'm falling for this person. Are they feeling the same way about me though? And there's a level of fear or an energy of, I don't want to put my heart on the line just for it to, just for, just for it to result in me being hurt here. So I do feel like they want to clear up some sort of emotional confusion. And Seven of Cups and the Devil, it could be a little bit of a confusing energy, because it's like mixed signals, where this person may feel like some days they're very certain about how you feel, but if there are days where you withdraw your energy, or days that you guys don't communicate as frequently, they may assume the worst of a situation, or they may assume that something is wrong even if it is not. So I feel like communication is definitely something that is important here. And this is someone who also values like some sort of reassurance. I do see that. And with the Hanged Man clarifying the Hermit, this is someone who feels like they have been on their own for a while as well. So even if they went through a very difficult period in their life, they chose to focus on themselves and be on their own until, you know, connecting with you and wanting a connection with you. The Hanged Man is also an energy of someone who's constantly learning about you. So they could be asking you questions or just paying attention to the details of how you carry yourself. Excuse me, 10 of Pentacles, clarifying the King of Pentacles, which is definitely someone who wants a higher level of commitment. That's what they're working towards, a higher level of commitment with you. And it's going to be a step-by-step process, but I feel what they're going to do is express how they feel to you emotionally. But if there's any sort of inconsistency or something that they're confused about, they're wanting more certainty here. So if this person, for example, explains that they want a relationship, they want to know that you guys are on the same page. There is a fear of being let down, hurt, or repeating their past, or feeling or experiencing something of their past here. And what they're working towards is something stable, which is why they are connecting with you. They're viewing you as, you know, very stable, or someone who is on the same page. But I feel like there needs to be some sort of communication here to clear up the Seven of Cups. Okay, let's see if I can get a self-love message for you guys. Okay, let's see. Okay, so we have 20. Share light. Share your trials as well as your triumphs. Oh, sorry guys, I thought we stopped recording. Okay, so we're still rolling. Your stories benefit you in the telling and others in the hearing, spreading the light of transformation. Wow. And in this spread, I was speaking about this person telling you about the wisdom that they've gained through their past experiences. And I did touch on you guys completing a tough cycle, or feeling like, you know, you're constantly let down and you're moving into a period of healing. So I do feel like this is a connection where the both of you are going to be able to share what you have gone through. And there's a lot that possibly you can learn from this person, and there's a lot that they can learn from you. I feel like that message is really fitting. And then it also says, it also says spreading the light of transformation here. So I feel like for many of you, there are many changes that you've experienced, or you know, changes that you're currently even going through, that if you open up or share with this person, you may find that they understand, but there's also an energy of like learning. So it's about being open and sharing the things that you're going through, even if they don't feel great in the moment. Okay. So that is what I'm getting for you guys. Moving on to Gemini. Okay, Gemini. So for my Gemini singles, let's see. Okay, guys, so we have the Four of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, and we have the Justice card. You could be connecting with a Libra, okay? Potentially a Capricorn. Very interesting message coming through here, Gemini, with the Four of Pentacles and the Justice card. Like, you could be dealing with someone who either works like for the law, or there could be some sort of like legal matters that this person has been facing, because with the Four of Pentacles and the Justice card, that could be some sort of like legal matters or court issues that you have gone through, where you're pretty much holding on to what you have left. So this person could have taken some sort of a financial hit or gone through a financial loss prior to connecting with you, and that may be something that you're aware of. That's just for some of you. But let's see here. Okay, who's coming towards Gemini? The Three of Cups wanted to pop out here. Could be a connection that starts off more on like a friendship level, because the Three of Cups is a card of friendship, or you may meet this person through your friends or like mutual friends here. Okay. So we have the Magician. So it's something that you feel like you've manifested. And it's something that you could also feel like you were manifesting during a very difficult period. So maybe think back to a situation, even if it's very recent, where you have been, feeling a level of hurt or disappointment. And, as you were feeling those emotions, you started to realize what you actually wanted for yourself, or what you actually wanted in a connection here. So I feel like what's coming in for you is something that you manifested, with the Magician being the first card. Definitely could be an earth sign, but it's someone who is focused on stability. It is someone who wants to build with you, okay? But something I will say, Gemini, there's like a heavy emphasis on their finances. So again, I don't know if they are, going through something when it comes to the financial department. I'm not sure if they've recently, have taken a financial loss. It is a general read, but there's like a heavy emphasis on their finances. So you may find that they're connecting with you, but they're also very focused on their career at this time, or they have some sort of a goal that they're working towards. The Fool card. Yeah, so this person is taking a leap of faith towards you. They're not really sure what the future holds. They're not really sure what's going to happen next, but I do see them having the courage to like excuse me, pursue you and wanting to move forward with this connection here. And it's interesting because they are wanting stability, but they're also taking things one day at a time, or trying to go with the flow. I don't necessarily see like a forceful energy, or someone who is attached to an outcome or wanting something specific to happen, even though they're wanting to, or wanting more stability between the both of you. The World card. This could be someone who's at a distance from you also, with the World card. So they may have to relocate or travel to, spend quality time with you. And there may be a lot of online communication between the both of you in the early stages specifically, I'm seeing here. This person is viewing you as like their other half, or you're able to understand them on a mental level, and they may feel like they haven't experienced that before. So like, what I'm seeing here is like someone sharing their thoughts and ideas, or theories that they have about things, and they feel like they actually feel understood. There's something about them feeling that the both of you could work well together because your mindsets mesh well together. It's not like it's two very different energies coming together. It's like they see the similarities here, and the similarities are being highlighted. What's interesting is I feel like this is someone who's trying to grow with you, but there is some sort of physical distance between the both of you. So even if it's initially because this person is away for work, or they're away for, another reason, I do see some sort of physical distance where like you guys are still speaking to each other and connecting with each other, but it's like making plans to spend quality time with each other or see each other in person. Yeah. So can't make this up, guys. We have the Five of Pentacles clarifying the King of Pentacles, and I already did pick up on some sort of financial constraints or issues that this person is facing. Five of Pentacles could also be a mentality of lack, but I feel like it is stemming from a space of feeling like they don't have enough. You have someone here who is connecting with you after going through a very difficult period, or taking some sort of a financial hit. So it's like, I'm connecting with Gemini. I want to build with them, but do I have what it takes in the current moment? Because I'm falling for Gemini as I'm going through a very difficult period, or as I feel like I have, experienced a major loss here. And it's not to say that you're demanding any financial assistance from this person, but this seems to me that it's an energy of like, if this may be an individual when they don't feel like they are stable, or whether it's their finances or living situation, it's hard for them to focus on other things. And this person like may also feel like their love language is being able to support you, being able to provide for you. Like it's somehow taking away from their confidence, the fact that they're going through a financial loss here. So again, it may not be something that this person is directly communicating to you, but I do see that it's weighing very heavily in their energy. The Hanged Man. For some of you, this could be a Pisces. So it seems to me that this person could have also had their eye on you for a while, but they're actually like taking the leap of faith towards you now in the current moment. Because with the Hanged Man, that could be a little bit of a stagnant energy, but it also speaks about like having a shift in perspective or even seeing things from your perspective as well. Okay. And this person feels like they're like, it seems to me that they're being very hard on themselves. So some of the things that I'm mentioning here, you may feel like, you know, you don't care about those things, or those are not things that bothered you about this person. But I do sense an energy of them being very, very hard on themselves, feeling like they're not where they want to be, or feeling like they should be elsewhere or have more in order to, you know, support you or provide you or treat you the way that they want to. The Hermit. Some of you could be dealing with the Virgo. This person's constantly learning. I also feel, guys, like what they do for work could require them to spend a lot of time alone. If it's not what they do for work, it could just be someone who considers themselves to be kind of like a lone wolf with the Hermit energy, but very wise as well. Like, you know, what this person goes through, or even if, for example, like they're going through a financial loss right now, they're learning from it. They're learning how to not repeat that mistake here. But there's something about them feeling very like alone, or feeling like, you know, for example, if it's like what they do for work that requires them to spend a lot of time alone, they're trying to make time for you because connecting with you makes them very happy. This is someone who really enjoys the conversations between the both of you. We have the Five of Cups and the Five of Pentacles. Yeah. You're definitely connecting with someone where they have experienced a major loss and they're developing emotions for you, but they're not in an ideal space in their life, or so that's how they feel. So it's like, I care about you and I want to build with you, but right now I need to build from the ground up, or I need to, you know, rebuild a foundation that crumbled for me. And it's not like they're, you know, thinking about the past or still involved in the past. It's just Five of Pentacles and the Five of Cups is being very disappointed that you allowed something to happen, that you allowed, you know, in this person's case, it could be that they're upset that they took a very large hit when it comes to their stability, but they're trying to figure out what to do to move forward from that. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah. I feel like this is a very like stable energy, very grounded. This person's taking things one step at a time, but as they're trying to build with you, I think what you're going to become aware of, or what you're maybe currently already aware of, is the fact that they're also trying to build themselves up from a situation that took a lot from them. So, you know, for some of you, it could be that this person has come out of another, you know, relationship, and or maybe even gone through a divorce, and they're connecting with you. But the thing is, they're also trying to build their finances and be at a better space so that they could be better for you or more stable in this connection. So you're definitely connecting with this person at a very like critical point in their life, or when they're, you know, going through a very large change. Okay, so let's see if I can get a self-love message for you guys. Okay, so we have change your environment. Our environment supports or undermines us. Give more attention to where you live, work, rest, and play. Create surroundings that support you. Okay, so your self-love message here, and some of you could be like rearranging your home. Maybe you're quite literally relocating, but you could also just be doing some sort of spring cleaning or decluttering, letting go of things that no longer serve you. Now, if it's not just about your environment, it could also be a mental thing. Like if you're connecting with someone new, but you're still holding on to things from your past, that could be something that you're working through here. And some of you may own belongings of like a past lover. And so that may be something that you're releasing as you're connecting with someone new, or wanting to invite new energy into your life here. It says, give more attention to where you live, work, rest, and play. So maybe some of you have been on kind of like go, go, go mode. You haven't really had time to create a sanctuary or create a space in your home where you feel like this is me and this is my space and I resonate with it. So that could be something that you're working on, and it could help you, your well-being overall. Okay, so that's what I'm getting for you guys. Moving on to Cancer. Okay, Cancer. So let's see what's going on for my Cancer singles. Okay, so we have the Empress on the bottom of the deck here, and we have the Chariot. Wow. Okay. Cancer, you may have more than one option in love right now with the Empress and the Chariot. I feel like you may have a lot of eyes on you, or you feel like this is a month where you're receiving a lot of attention, or there are a lot of suitors, you know, that sort of thing. But with the Empress and the Chariot, it's like you're being viewed as someone who is just constantly progressing or constantly moving forward despite any sort of obstacles that you face, or it's like this may be someone who feels you are constantly growing, or like how people are viewing you is just, you know, Cancer is never stuck in one space, or they're just moving constantly, or they're just progressing constantly. Like that's the energy that's coming through here. But you're definitely being viewed as like very attractive, very stable. You could also have something like you could definitely have a business or something going for yourself where people are viewing you as very like self-sufficient here. Okay, let's see. Who's coming towards Cancer? Okay. So we have the Tower. It could be a Scorpio, and we have the Four of Pentacles. Definitely feel like this could be a very unexpected kind of meeting here, or someone doesn't expect to fall for you. But with the Four of Pentacles, I feel like this is someone where when they connect with you, or when they start connecting with you, they may find that they're like wanting more or craving more instantly. There's almost an energy of like holding on to your energy with the Four of Pentacles. I don't see it as completely negative, but I feel like this may be someone who is developing emotions for you very quickly, or there's something about you that brings them a lot of comfort where they're like attaching themselves to your energy, or wanting to be around you constantly, or wanting to speak to you, you know, or converse with you all the time here. But with the Tower, this could also just be, you know, like an awakening, right? So it could be that, you know, you are waking up to what you desire and what you want in a connection, and that's what you're attracting here. But I do see something very, very unexpected about the meeting between the both of you. And then we have the Knight of Cups. So this is someone who is very charming. I do feel like they're going to confess how they feel to you emotionally. Okay. And they could even be offering you, you know, something where it's like, okay, I want to move. I want to take you out, or I want to take the next step here. Right. But I do see them being very open about their emotions. But there is an energy of like constantly wanting to be around you, or wanting to like converse with you, and just be in your energy. So you may find that, you know, if you're speaking to this person, they're prolonging the conversation. Or if you spend time with this person, maybe, you know, they're already making plans for the next time that you guys are going to hang out. But it's because they really enjoy being with you and being in your company. But I do see that coming up persistently. The Seven of Wands here. This is someone who's very protective over you, or this connection here. There may be something about you, Cancer, you know, that brings like a very protective nature out of this person, where it's like they don't want anyone to hurt you, or they don't want anyone to, you know, upset you in any way. I just see almost like a very protective energy, or someone who wants to know when something is wrong or something is upsetting you. I definitely feel like even though it's new love, it's someone who feels like they want to have your back and be there for you. And Seven of Wands could also just be like a very protective energy, in terms of this is not someone who's going to publicize connecting with you until they feel like something is solidified. So as they're connecting with you, they may feel like it was very unexpected, or things are still kind of up in the air. So I do see that they're not going to be opening up or publicizing it until they feel like things are more stable, or you know, tangible between the both of you. What's interesting is this person is actually viewing you as a little bit guarded. So they may feel like you're having difficulty trusting them or allowing them in completely. So even if you're conversing with them, they can sense that you're a little bit held back, or you're shying away from speaking about certain things, or you're not comfortable enough to open up about certain things. Eight of Cups, Four of Pentacles. This is about like recently, emotionally detaching from a situation that didn't work for them. The 8 of Cups is usually walking away from a situation because there's like an emotional component missing. So that emotional component that they may feel like was missing in their past connections, or just in general for them, they feel like you are, filling that void in one way or another. It's like, for example, if this person wanted reassurance in connections that they have been in and they have not received that, they're receiving that from you. If they wanted more consistency, more stability, what they wanted or what they currently want could obviously vary. It's a general read, but there is some sort of a void that this person feels like you're filling, or this connection is filling for them. They feel very emotionally understood by you. I do see that. What's interesting is with the 8 of Cups clarifying the 4 of Pentacles, there is an energy of this person feeling like there could be a particular situation that they feel very disappointed or let down in, where they are opening up to you, they are connecting with you, but they're also doing things in a very like careful or diligent manner. There is an energy of kind of looking out for themselves or hoping not to be hurt again. 8 of Pentacles, yeah. This is someone who's going to prove that they care about you through their efforts, right? 8 of Pentacles is practical effort. It's someone who is, whether it's, they're consistent with you every day, whether it's they're, taking the initiative to make plans here. You could also be connecting with this person while you're at work. So you may be receiving some sort of like an emotional confession, or this person's confessing that they want to take you out, or they're asking you out while you're at work. But I definitely feel like this is someone who's putting forth the effort. They're proving that they care for you through being consistent with you, whether it's through taking you out, whether it's through being generous in another way. But I do see it as, I want to prove how I feel to Cancer, and I want to work on this connection. The 8 of Pentacles is also an energy of like putting forth the effort and putting that hard work into something that you actually desire. So this is not someone who's backing down from a connection. They know what it takes. They know it takes a lot of work, but that's what they're, doing, or they have no problem doing that. Wheel of Fortune. Things finally changing, working out in your favor, resulting in what you have, dreamt of, or what you have been imagining here. Wheel of Fortune is a very positive energy because it's usually when, again, things are working out in your favor. But there could also be like a because it's associated with fixed energy, right? So you could have, a fixed placement in your chart, or a fixed sign in your chart as well, but there is an energy of like needing to maybe let go of an outdated way of thinking, or let go of or detach from a specific outcome here. Like, for example, whether you're resonating with this energy, or it could be, the person here that you're connecting with, it's like someone could be very attached, or wanting something to happen in a specific way, and that could create some sort of a block. So this is all about releasing control and going with the flow here. And Wheel of Fortune upright is something, again, working out the way that you want it to. And you may also feel like you're connecting with this person as you are making some sort of another critical decision in your life. 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, it's definitely someone who wants stability with you. And this is like someone who has a higher level of commitment on their mind, but their approach is very grounded. Let me try to better understand Cancer. I want to spend more time with Cancer and converse with them before I, move into a commitment. They want the end goal to be a commitment with you, but right now they're working or taking the necessary steps to get to that point. And it's definitely not going to be an overnight process here. Now, what's interesting is in traditional tarot in the 10 of Pentacles, there's also like a very unexpected energy associated with it. So this person, when they're connecting with you, they may not initially anticipate that it's going to be something that turns into a higher level of commitment. Like when they first converse with you, they're like, okay, I have emotions for Cancer, but what is this? What is going to come out of this? And then furthermore, they're going to receive clarity as the connection progresses. Okay, so we have the 7 of Swords clarifying the 8 of Pentacles. What's the 7 of Swords? The 9 of Wands. I do feel like there could be a little bit of strategy here in terms of how they are, communicating with you. But what I'm specifically getting with the 7 of Swords and the 9 of Wands is that this person has some sort of like suspicions when it comes to, it could be when it comes to, are you focused on them as much as they're focused on you? Or is there something that you're kind of like hiding or not being completely open about? It doesn't make it true, Cancer. It doesn't mean that you are hiding something from this person, but it could be that they're just a little bit suspicious, or they're having a hard time trusting this situation, maybe just because you guys are in the early stages here. And the 7 of Swords and the 9 of Wands is like being a bit curious or suspicious, but also trying to attain some sort of information on their own. I also feel like this is someone with the Seven of Swords, like very strategic in terms of like they're very like they overthink the way that they communicate with you, or there are specific things that they ask you where it could be a little bit of an indirect energy, but they're wanting an answer for something that they're not being direct about. Does that make sense? So it's like, maybe they're asking you like a surface level question, but really they're trying to figure out if you're wanting a connection for yourself or if you're interested in them as much as they're interested in you. It's just not the most direct energy at times, but I don't really see it being like, negative. It's more like trying to figure something out about you without coming off very invasive. And the fact that you're a little bit closed off or you're taking your time with opening up, that could also be the reason why they're just assuming that maybe there's something that you're not telling them. Okay. So I'm going to see if I can get a self-love message for you guys. Okay. So we have the card number 44. Remember your purpose. You came to Earth to learn how to love yourself and all that is, to achieve self-mastery, to explore conscious co-creation, and heaven resides in your heart. Some of you could be redirecting your energy to like a hobby or a creative, like some sort of like a creative endeavor that you have been kind of dabbling in here. Okay. But many of you could also just be on a journey of like loving yourself, accepting yourself for who you are and what you have to offer here, especially those of you that have, went through some sort of a tough cycle and you're still healing from what you have gone through. And I do see an energy of you connecting with this person, but also remembering to put yourself first. So maybe Cancer, in the past, you struggled with kind of like feeling very consumed by other people, other energies, or the connections that you're in. And there's something about like putting more importance on putting yourself first is what I'm getting at here. Okay. So that's what I'm getting for you guys. Moving on to Leo. Okay, Leo. So what's going on for my Leo singles? Let's see. The Tower wanted to show itself here. Some of you could be connecting with a Scorpio, or there may be some sort of like a very unexpected event occurring for you this week. We have the Three of Cups on the bottom of the deck, okay? And we have the Star card. You could be connecting with an Aquarius as well. Leo, you could be meeting this person, or you could be meeting someone at like a function. Or some sort of a gathering. So it's like you just meet them at maybe like a party or like, some sort of like a get together, but then it turns into something more. It's like how you initially meet someone, you don't really expect it to blossom into something more, but it seems to me that it is, that's how it's happening, or that's the way it's going to, occur here with the Star card. A destined meeting. So it's like, even the way that you're meeting this person, you feel like there's no other way you would have met them. Like, for example, like if you, your friend invites you out to a cafe and you just randomly meet this person, you feel like, excuse me, you feel like if you did not go to that cafe on that specific day, then you wouldn't have bumped into them. There's something very destined about the meeting here is what's coming through. Okay. Even if it's like online, there's just something very destined about the meeting. So let's see who's coming towards Leo. Could be an Aquarius, like I said, or a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Okay. So we have the Knight of Swords, so very, fast or speedy communication here, Nine of Pentacles, okay. So this is someone who's viewing you, in a very stable energy. They feel like you're very independent. Nine of Pentacles is a very positive energy to be viewed in. But with the Knight of Swords, there's some sort of urgency, or this person is like rushing in to pursue you, to communicate with you. It's almost like they feel that they're running out of time, or they have to do something or act on their emotions as soon as they feel their emotions. So there's like, they're not stalling, or they're not being held back. And with the Nine of Pentacles, that is an energy of, okay, you know, Leo is single, Leo is attractive, Leo is stable, I want to be with them. But they also feel like you're in like a very independent energy. You may be focused on the things that make you happy, or something else that's progressing for you. And there may even be something in particular that this person is doing or saying to kind of grab your attention this week. Okay. We have the Two of Wands, so they're planning for the future here. And here's what I'm seeing, Leo. I feel like when this person, like even if you're connecting with them, there's some sort of a sign that they're waiting for from you. If it could be something in particular that they want you to communicate or gesture to them, but I do see them waiting for some sort of a sign from you. You know, as they're making their emotions known or conversing with you, they're trying to see if you guys are on the same page. But again, they're waiting for some sort of a sign from you, or even if they had the opportunity to express their emotions, but you're taking your time with expressing yours, that could be the very thing that they're waiting for, to figure out, okay, are Leo and Di are we on the same page? Are we wanting the same things moving forward here? The other thing that I see, guys, with the Two of Wands is like, this person may feel like connecting with you is teaching them how to do things differently. Like there may be something here where like they quite literally have to change their approach, or something that has always worked for them is not working. So like they may feel like pursuing you, for example, is not a walk in the park. Sure, I could read it that way. Or there's like something here about your lifestyle or about you that they actually have to adapt to. So it's a very different energy that they feel. We have the Ace of Wands clarifying the Knight of Swords. This person is very, very like highly attracted to you with the Ace of Wands energy. I also feel like their love language could be like physical affection as well. I feel like this is someone who either likes to like hold your hand, or they like to give you hugs a lot, or they like to, you know, put their arm around you, or there's like, they're going to show you that they care for you, but this is also someone who has an energy of like wanting to show you off, or wanting to show that they're connecting with you. So a lot of attraction here, a lot of passion. And I feel like this person is trying to understand you on a deeper level as well, like the things that please you. So it doesn't just have to be physical or to do with your body, but it could also just be like how you like to be loved. You know, the things that you appreciate in a relationship, even if it's like, you know, very small things or they're minuscule, they want to know the details here. But I do see someone who is like rushing in to pursue you, and it may initially start off as being like very attracted to you, finding you to be very, you know, beautiful or handsome, whether you're male or female, but it's, you know, wanting things to become something more. And as they're conversing with you, they're looking for signs. They're like, okay, can I tell that Leo is developing emotions for me, or is Leo communicating with me the same way every single day? Like they're paying attention to little details here. Okay, so we have the Nine of Swords clarifying the Nine of Pentacles, and we have the Nine of Wands, okay, clarifying the Two of Wands. So you guys could be seeing double or triple nines here. You know what I'm sensing, Leo? Like this person either views you as someone who really like appreciates your alone time, or there's something about you maybe not wanting to give up your singlehood in the current moment. And it's not to say you're not looking for a relationship, but they may feel like they're moving a lot more quickly than you are, because they are sensing a bit of a guarded energy from you. They view you as very stable, enjoying your singlehood, but Nine of Swords and Nine of Wands is an energy of you feeling guarded when it comes to fully allowing yourself to trust someone or trust a situation. There may also be like unnecessary worry here, and the Nine of Swords usually comes up in, I mean, I'm not surprised that it's coming up in a spread like this, because when it comes to new love, like this person could quite literally just feel a bit jittery or feel a bit worried when it comes to pursuing you or opening up to you, because they don't know what to expect. So there could even be a little bit like a fear of rejection here. But I do sense this person sensing that you are not someone who opens up easily. Like you may be someone who is like, you know, you're able to converse, you're able to be lighthearted, you're able to, you know, crack a few jokes with them, but they feel like when it comes to fully allowing them in, there's some sort of a guard that you have up. And they don't really feel like the guard is just with them. It's more like they feel like you're deciding between remaining single and focusing on yourself versus allowing someone into your, you know, your sacred space again. the Sun card. You make this person extremely happy. There's also like a very youthful energy that you exude, or something that is, it could even be that this person feels like this relationship is somehow healing their inner child. Like, for example, you guys may share similar interest when it comes to hobbies, or it's the fact that they could just be themselves and they could be authentic without having to be held back, that is helping them, or that is causing them to feel like there's a very youthful energy when it comes to this connection here. But mainly what I see is someone who feels like you make them extremely happy, like they look forward to communicating with you. They may even feel like their life was very like mundane, or they didn't really have much to look forward to until they started connecting with you. Because with the Knight of Swords being the first card here, guys, like this person is not only determined to pursue you, they're moving in fairly quickly. The Magician. So manifesting, you know, a change here, or they feel like connecting with you, or you are someone that they've manifested. Because this is all about, you know, realizing that you have what it takes to change your current circumstances. So this person could have been, you know, visioning, you know, the kind of connection that they wanted, or they could have had an eye on you, but now they're fully pursuing you. So it could be that what they have wanted for a while is actually coming into fruition for them, or they have the courage to take a leap of faith towards it. But I feel like this person is actually like holding you on a pretty high pedestal here. And, you know, I think the one thing that kind of they have questions about is like if you're going to be able to open up to them, or if you are even interested in putting your eggs, you know, all your eggs in one basket, or being in a connection here, because I do see them questioning that. And then we have the Seven of Wands. Okay, what's the Seven of Wands? The Nine of Cups. Yeah, this person really wants you to let down some sort of a guard. Because we have the Nine of Wands being clarified by the Seven of Wands, and then I clarify the Seven of Wands, we have the Nine of Cups, which is someone who's viewing you as wish fulfillment. They feel like they are their happiest when they're with you, and they can sense that you're happy, but you may be, you know, struggling to let down some sort of a guard, or maybe it's just the early stages and you just don't feel comfortable letting down your guard right now, or being completely open when it comes to the emotional department. But I do feel like that's the only thing they kind of want you to open up a little bit more, or they sense you're a bit guarded. But aside from that, I see someone who's very determined to move things forward. I see them communicating with you quite a bit here. I also see a lot of attraction and excitement. It's like they're looking forward to speaking to you. They're looking forward to, you know, learning more about you, spending more quality time with you. So let's see if we can get you guys a self-love message to close out this spread here. Okay, so we have remember your spark. You are here for a divine purpose. Remember it, or redefine your purpose for yourself. So there may be something that you've experienced where you feel like, quite literally, you could have felt like, I don't feel like myself anymore, or there's a part of me that I feel like I was putting on the back burner, or a part of me that I feel like you may even feel some sort of a void here, right? So this is about just remembering your spark, and also like remembering your power. Like sometimes when you go through a difficult situation, or you're very hard on yourself, and then you have a new beginning, or you're connecting with someone new, like in your case here, you may need to kind of like channel that side of you, or you may need to kind of bring that, remember who you are, and reclaim your power in one way or another. Because I feel like, I'm picking up on this intuitively, like this person is highly attracted to you, and they're really wanting something more, but you're having difficulty trusting them. But it may be because of a past situation, or something that you experienced in the past. So there may be an energy of, okay, I need to heal that, because not everyone is going to treat me how I was treated in the past here. Okay, so that is what I'm getting for you guys. Moving on to Virgo. Okay, Virgo. So what's going on for my Virgo singles? Let's see. Okay, so we have the Eight of Wands and the Devil. Okay. The more you open up to someone, the more you speak to someone, the more attracted they become to you. So there's like what I see is you're either connecting with someone right now, or this could be a prediction, someone that is coming in. But the more someone gets to know you, the more that you open up and tell them about yourself, or tell them about, your experiences or what you want moving forward, they become like more attracted to you. It almost seems to me that someone is trying to make sense of their emotions, or trying to figure out why they feel so deeply towards you, even when it comes to, or it even could be, sorry, how they feel so deeply at such an early stage as well. But I see a lot of back and forth communication with the Eight of Wands here. Okay, let's see. Who is coming towards Virgo? The Five of Pentacles wanted to show itself here. There could be some sort of like a difficult situation that this person that's connecting with you is kind of like hiding from you, or not really bringing it to the forefront. Okay, let's see. The Three of Wands, okay, and the Judgment. Okay, Virgo, so this is like very specific, but it seems to me that someone that is connecting with you, right? They feel, it almost seems to me that they feel like they're learning something new about themselves, or they're finally realizing what they want when it comes to love. The reason I say that is the Judgment card, it's an energy of like waking up to what is, right? But it's like more of like where this person could be waking up to their current, life. And they're like, okay, I'm connecting with Virgo. It's making me realize that I could be happy in a relationship, or I could, or I do want this for my future moving forward. But this is something that they were not thinking about prior to connecting with you. So there's a lot of doors that you're opening up for this person, or there's like a major shift in perspective as they're connecting with you. Okay, with the Three of Wands, I feel like this is someone who's definitely planning for the future. They see the potential. They see a future with you, especially for the Three of Wands being the first card there. That card could also speak about like some sort of distance between the both of you. So it may be a long distance union, or it could be that, you guys, it's kind of difficult to spend quality time together in the current moment, whether it be because of schedules or someone's traveling for work. I do see a little bit of physical distance, but you also opening this person up to like new possibilities. Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, this is like connecting with you feels like a breath of fresh air. You guys may have, the both of you may share similar values, because there's something about like agreeing with your values or your mindset. And the Ace of Pentacles is offering you something stable, but also feeling like, okay, not only do I feel connected to Virgo, I know that things could be stable between the both of us here. And they feel like this change is so large because they're going from a space of not feeling stable, or not feeling like, or feeling like they cannot have something stable, to wait, I can actually have this. Wait, I am connecting with someone that is on the same page as me. So really the best way for me to boil down this energy is connecting with you feels like a breath of fresh air here. The Three of Wands, Queen of Swords. I think what this person respects about you or admires about you is your honesty. The Queen of Swords is a very, clear-cut energy where you're able to not only be honest about your emotions, but also honest about your thoughts. Like if something is not working or something is rubbing you the wrong way, you could be someone who takes communication very seriously, and you find it to be important, where it's like you don't really, you're not really held back when it comes to how you're feeling or what you're thinking. You're very open and vocal about it, and that could be something that this person appreciates. But I will say, Virgo, they're also viewing you as someone where like you've kind of like had it up to here with people, like, and here's what I'm getting at. Like, I don't mean it in a negative way, but like it's like they can sense that you have gone through your fair share of dealing with things that were very difficult, things that were maybe even just required you to stoop down to another level, you know, that sort of thing. And so with the Queen of Swords, they do admire the way that you carry yourself, but they also feel like you're at a point in your life where you're very tired of the games, or you're very tired of like, you know, like in and out behavior, or something that has been very like constant or persistent in your life. They feel like you're really at a point of, you know what you want, and that's why you're very vocal about it. Like the way that you communicate, the way that you express yourself lets this person know that you mean business, or you know what you want, and you're not really here to be in uncertain situations, or situations where, you know, you're kind of like asking yourself, how did I end up in this, right? Like you're over a lot of things because of your experiences, is how they view you. Then we have the Five of Cups here, clarifying the Judgment. Yeah, this person is getting over some sort of disappointment. They may even feel like they were dwelling in their past for a very long time, but connecting with you feels like, feels good. It feels like they can have something new. It almost seems to me that this person spent a lot of time dwelling in something that was over, and they started projecting that maybe onto their love life, in terms of like, I can never have something stable, or you know, if there's an emphasis or a focus on your past or the times that you've been hurt, of course it's going to be hard to manifest something new from that mental or emotional space. So I do see that shifting or changing for this person here. Ten of Pentacles, yeah. What they want to work towards is a higher level of commitment here. This person definitely has marriage on their mind, because even the Ace of Pentacles could be read as a card where it's like the path to marriage. And we have the Ten of Pentacles clarifying that. So as they're offering you something stable, as they're connecting with you, they're like, this is who I want to be with. You have someone here who's making plans for their future with you. Right? You have someone here who is like, okay, what do you want for your future? What do you look for in a relationship so that we can work together here? They're actually asking you, you know, questions that are going to help the both of you build together. It's not really like, what's your favorite color and what's your favorite animal? I mean, I'm sure they're interested in that as well, but it's really trying to connect with you on a deeper level so that they could, so that this connection could blossom, so that it could become something that's more stable. And I will say it's someone who has marriage on their mind. The Chariot. Some of you could be connecting with the Cancer, but I see fast progress, you know, forward movement with this person here. The Chariot is also an energy of someone looking at you and feeling like, you know, there's something very different about this connection, because the Chariot usually comes, it's progress, but it's usually progress that comes after a period of acceptance. And it's like accepting both sides. So there may be like, you know, you may have a different opinion on something, or you may have a different way of going about something that's very important to the both of you. But it's like accepting that maybe there are certain things that you guys have different opinions on, but still being able to move on from it, and not letting that create some sort of a block between the both of you. Then we have the Magician. Yeah, this person feels like you are someone that they've manifested. They also feel very confident, like they have what it takes to, you know, have something more with you. It's someone who's very sure of themselves. There's a very certain energy here as well. I think what helps this person is the fact that you're very certain, or you know what you want as well. Because again, they're not viewing you in a way where, you know, you've had it up to here with people, so you're done with people and you've lost hope, but they feel like you're very experienced, where you're able to understand like behavioral patterns, or the things that people do, or why they do the things that they do, right? And so to connect with someone that has a deeper understanding of that, this person really enjoys that, or they admire that about you. They feel like you understand them as well, like in a better way, because of what you have gone through. The Eight of Pentacles, yeah. Definitely could be an earth sign as well, guys. It may be someone that works with you, or you guys could be like, they could be familiar with what you do for work. There could be conversations where you're negotiating, you know, business or business ideas, that sort of thing. But I see this person, you know, making it very clear that they care about you. Eight of Pentacles is practical effort. This can show up in many different ways, right? It is a general rate. It could be someone who's, you know, taking the initiative to converse with you on a daily basis, spending quality time with you, maybe, you know, doing you a favor, or asking you if there's anything they can do to kind of take some sort of a load off of you here. But I do feel like this person is going to be investing in this connection here. And I do see that this person has emotions for you, and it's stemming from a place of feeling like you are, like this is someone who could, yes, obviously be attracted to you, but they don't take your intelligence for granted. Like they know that you are very intelligent, you are very smart, and that's something that's coming up persistently here. Okay, guys, so I'm gonna see if I can get a self-love message for you guys here. Okay, let's see. Okay, so we have embrace sensitivity. Appreciating beauty requires sensitivity, a vulnerable feeling, yet the world needs more sensitivity, not less. Embrace it, do not deny your emotional needs. If this feels good for you, Virgo, and you are struggling to trust a situation or allow yourself to feel your emotions completely with the Queen of Swords energy there, this may be something that you're working through, right? I feel like this card is just letting you guys know that, you know, either you're healing your heart chakra or you're being more open to receiving, right? Queen of Swords, you're in this very clear-cut energy. You may be very tired or exhausted from past experiences, but you know, if this feels right and you want to open up to this person, it's about allowing yourself to do that. This is someone who's going to be giving to you, investing in you, but it's not really going to come through that way unless you are open to receiving it. And then it says, do not deny your emotional needs. You don't always need to be strong. You don't always need to numb everything out. You don't need to always do things on your own, is what I feel like, you know, the message here is, Virgo, right? Because if there's something good happening, especially if you're independent, you've always done things on your own, or you've been let down by people countless times, it could be hard to open up or allow someone into, you know, your space here. But this is a message about being more open to receiving and not denying what you want for yourself emotionally. It's not wrong to want things for yourself. And, you know, and it's not wrong to not want to be alone or, you know, go on this journey alone as well. Okay, so that's what I'm getting for you guys. Moving on to Libra. Okay, Libra. So let's see what's going on for my Libran singles. Okay, so we have the Queen of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck here. And then we have the Two of Pentacles. Off the bat here, Libra, it seems to me with the Queen of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles, you're looking at a situation and you're asking yourself if it's actually worth the investment, if it's actually going to be something that is stable. Because the Queen of Pentacles is being very cautious with where you invest your energy and wanting some sort of stability for yourself. But the Two of Pentacles is like a bit of a back and forth energy. It's like, you know, maybe you feel like you're juggling a lot, or you have a lot on your plate, so you're unable to make a decision, or you're literally going back and forth between like a yes or a no. You could be connecting with an earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Okay, who is coming towards Libra? Queen of Cups wanted to show itself. Someone views you as very nurturing, or like your ability to understand them or understand their emotions is something that is something that they admire about you. So let's see here. Okay. The Ace of Wands and the Fool card. A new beginning that's going to make you very, very happy. I see someone taking a leap of faith towards you. And I feel like with the Ace of Wands being the first card, there's some sort of communication that makes you very, very happy. So it's either the way this person's pursuing you. Maybe it's just the back and forth conversations between the both of you. But I do see it as like communication feeling very exciting. You know, you're looking forward to hanging out with this person, or there's like a very passionate and I guess, you know, an energy of feeling very excited here as well. Now, this may be a connection where initially it starts off with like physical attraction, especially with the Ace of Wands being the first card. And this is someone who is taking a leap of faith towards you, but they're taking it day by day. So it seems to me that it's more like going with the flow, or seeing, how things are between the both of you, testing the waters, but not really having a solid plan off the bat here. So the both of you could be connecting with each other while you guys are just, casually dating, or you're in this energy of I'm open and willing to get to know, others, but I'm not really putting all my eggs in one basket, because there's like this very like free, lighthearted kind of energy is what's coming through here. Six of Wands. There's something here that they're specifically doing to grab your attention. Some of you could be in the public eye, but I feel like this person loves when you pay attention to them. They love when you are, connecting with them, conversing with them, that sort of thing. But I'm specifically getting like saying something, or maybe even doing something that really grabs your attention. For example, if you work with this person, or you see them on like a daily basis, you may be like, you may find that something that they do is odd, but it grabs your attention, or you can sense that they're, really wanting to be in your company. So they're constantly like coming around to where you are, or they're trying to, converse with you, or when you guys make small talk, they're trying to prolong the conversations here. I feel like this is someone who's definitely trying to like prove themselves to you, and they're definitely wanting to be seen by you. Okay, we have the High Priestess here. Intuitively feeling guided towards you. I definitely see that. And, this could also be a connection where like you're having an intuitive hunch, or like a gut feeling about this person, and things moving forward, or something feeling right. And when the High Priestess is upright, it's about following your intuition, listening to your intuition as well. This person is connecting with you, and they feel at first that, you guys don't really have anything that's tangible, right? So it's like just connecting with each other and feeling the emotions. But the High Priestess is all about believing in what does not feel tangible as of yet. So it's not in front of them, but they do believe that this connection is headed somewhere. Are they sure of where? No, but they're, again, it's an energy of going with the flow here. This person also feels like you are someone who has a lot of depth to you, but you don't really show that initially. The High Priestess could also be an energy of like knowing more than you show. So when they look at you, or when you do choose to speak, they listen because they know that, or they respect you. But they also feel like there's a lot more that you know about people, or about them, or about relationships that you're not really sharing in the current moment. They feel like you do a lot of listening, and you're very analytical. You could be dealing with the Pisces and the Knight of Wands. Yeah. This seems to me, guys, like it's going to, like, it seems like someone's coming in hot and heavy, and it's going to take off, fairly quickly here. There's a lot of passion. There's a lot of, forward movement. But there may be a question of where is this actually headed, or what is this going to lead to? But what I'm seeing in the current energy is just like, let's enjoy each other, or we're connecting with each other and we're in the early stages. So let's enjoy that and experience that, instead of focusing on what's going to happen next. So for some of you, maybe you've communicated to this person that you want something more lighthearted. Maybe you guys are deciding to start on a kind of like a friendship level here. Ace of Cups, yeah. Like I said, it's going to lead to something more, but initially it's going to be more about you guys connecting and spending quality time together, getting to know each other, that sort of thing. And we have the Ace of Cups here, right, which is clarifying the Six of Wands, which means a new love, or a new beginning in love, is actually going to be successful. The Six of Wands is all about success, victory. So there could be an energy of this person feeling very happy about being able to pursue you, or be in a connection with you. It's something that they find a lot of joy in. I also feel like this is someone who views you as like you receive a lot of attention, or you're, highly sought after. You're the entire package here. They may really be attracted to your emotional intelligence. And, all of those things matter. But the thing is, like, this person really wants to have more with you, right? Because we have the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Cups, and they're wanting to start on a like a new slate here. So there's nothing to do with their past that they're bringing into the present or the future of this connection. You have an individual who feels like they have healed from what they have experienced, and they're ready to, be in, or start something new, or have a new beginning without, worrying about anything of the past here. 10 of Pentacles, yeah. So they do have commitment on their mind, but I don't see that conversation coming up initially. I feel like first it's going to be more of a lighthearted energy here. Then we have the Five of Wands clarifying the Knight of Wands. Yeah, this is someone who's very determined, Libra. I will say they do see some sort of competition, or they feel like there's more than just them that is trying to pursue you. So even if you're not aware of who else is trying to pursue you, there's something here where they're like, I need to stand out from the rest, or I'm going to beat out all competition because Libra is who I desire. It's a very confident energy, I will say that, but it's all about perspective. Like there could be a part of you that feels like this person is, I don't want to say pushy, but they're very determined, right? But it's all about perspective. Maybe for some of you it can come off determined. Maybe for others of you it can come off as, okay, this person's coming off a little too strong, but it's because they're determined, or they really want to prove themselves to you. And there's a sense of urgency as well with the Knight of Wands, Ace of Wands, and the Five of Wands, of like, I need to tell Libra how I feel and prove my emotions to Libra so that I'm the first one to do so, or I don't lose an opportunity when I have one in front of me. We have the Strength card clarifying the Ace of Cups. Some of you could be dealing with the Leo. We have the Five of Swords and the Page of Cups. Okay. So here's what I see, Libra. If you are held back from this person, or there's any sort of a pause in this connection, that could be something that causes a bit of like mental conflict. But I don't see it lasting long, because we have the Page of Cups, which is like, communication or opening up to each other. I feel like this is someone who admires you. They're going to make their emotions known. I'm not going to say that they don't have commitment on their mind. They do. But what's coming through to me in the current moment is something that's a lot more lighthearted, or like, I will say they're determined to pursue you because they want a connection here, or they want to get to know you, but it's more about like going with the flow, taking it day by day. They know there's potential here, but there's still a level of uncertainty, and it could just be because you guys are, in the early stages of connecting with each other. So let's see if I can get a self-love message for you guys. Okay, so it says the card that you guys have is Look Deeper. This is more beneath the surface. Remain cool and centered. Take time to look at the deep underlying currents and follow your intuition. And I mentioned with the High Priestess, guys, that your intuition could be heightened, or there's an energy of like following your intuition. If something feels right, go for it. If you're having a doubt about something, listen to your intuition. Now, this card, or the message here, it says look deeper. There is more beneath the surface, right? And I did say right now, it seems to me that this connection is more surface level, or someone getting to know you, determined to get to know you and spend more time with you. But is it something that's truly fulfilling, or is it just fulfilling in the moment, right? And not for all of you are you going to be looking for a long-term commitment. Maybe for some of you, you're just looking to, casually date or connect with new people, that sort of thing. But there's something about following your intuition and really analyzing the situation and saying, is this what I want? Is this what I want to fully invest in? Or is this just something that's going to satisfy me in the current moment? Okay. So that's what I'm getting for you guys. Moving on to Scorpio. Okay, Scorpio. So let's see what's going on for my Scorpio singles. Okay, guys, so we have the Ace of Cups on the bottom of the deck, and we have the Nine of Cups, okay? A new beginning in love, but it also seems to me that it's like wish fulfillment. So it could be something that you have always been wanting, or you finally feel like you're connecting with someone where the energy is reciprocated here. But I do view it as like wish fulfillment, a new beginning that you feel like you're very emotionally fulfilled. Okay, who's coming towards Scorpio? Okay, so we have the Ace of Wands. Could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or an earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, King of Pentacles. But it's someone who's, feeling very passionate You know, and with the Ace of Wands, I do feel like there's a lot of passion, there's a lot of attraction, but the King of Pentacles is actually wanting to build with you. There could be, you know, questions or a focus on your future. So this person could be wondering what you want in terms of like, you know, your love life or what you're working towards. It seems to me that you and this person could be having more like real life conversations, or they're asking you questions pertaining to your future. But I do see it as someone who's very like career focused, someone who could be, you know, very stable on their own as well. But Ace of Wands being the first card, I think that the way that they feel about you and the attraction here is something that they can't deny. The Seven of Wands, very protective over you or this connection here. I do feel like this may even be someone who doesn't necessarily like to speak on things before they achieve them. So it could be that they're connecting with you and they're not publicizing that because you guys are in the early stages, but they want something to feel more tangible here. Okay. Seven of Wands is also a card of boundaries. So what you're willing to tolerate versus what you're not allowing here is something that you're making very clear. This person may even view you as yes, you have some sort of boundaries in place, but they may also feel like you're a little bit guarded when it comes to opening up to them, right? And usually when it's like a new love spread, Seven of Wands and Nine of Wands, it's not really a negative energy in terms of being held back. It's more like just feeling guarded because it's a new energy, or you're still learning to trust, or you're still feeling a little bit of discomfort when it comes to opening up completely. So just keep that in mind as well. The Eight of Swords clarifying the Ace of Wands. This person can't help how they feel towards you, but their emotions are feeling, or they're trying to make sense of their emotions is the best way for me to put this energy. And the Eight of Swords clarifying the Ace of Wands is, I can read it two ways. There could be some sort of restrictions that this person is facing where it's in the way of fully, you know, pursuing a connection with you. Or Eight of Swords could also be when you're in your own way. So like a case of self-sabotage. There may be certain things that this person is thinking, feeling, or telling themselves that is causing a little bit of a block when it comes to just pursuing you or coming in full throttle. But I do see that there's something here that they feel restricted by, even if it's like mentally, like a mental restriction here. You know, the pro of the Eight of Swords is you can take yourself out of that energy. The con of it is it's not easy, right? Because there's something going on in your mind, something that you're feeding yourself. And, you know, even if it's not, or feeding your mind, but even if it's not true, if you continue to tell yourself something, you might fall into actually believing it here. So we have the Two of Wands clarifying the King of Pentacles. So this is definitely someone who sees a future with you and is actually planning for the future as well. And I was picking up on that as I open the spread here, right? Someone who is asking you the right questions, or asking you, you know, questions in terms of what you're working towards, or if, you know, these questions are stemming from a space of wanting to know if you guys are on the same page, if you guys have the same goals moving forward. This person may even communicate that they're at a point where they're not casually dating. They're dating to find some sort of stability or to move into a higher level of commitment. So I don't really see this as like a light-hearted energy, and that could be the reason why this person is feeling a little bit stressed or worried with the Eight of Swords in terms of like, is this going to work out the way that I want it to? The Four of Cups, okay, clarifying the Seven of Wands. If this person tends to pull back or withdraw their energy from the connection, there is a reason for that. The reason for that is they start to doubt how you feel towards them. The Four of Cups could be this person questioning your interest, or secondly, guys, there's like, that card is associated with like daydreaming, fantasizing. There may be something that you're thinking about, and even though it's not the truth, it's still impacting you. So what I see here is if this person withdraws their energy, or you guys are communicating, but then maybe you're having a busier week, or you guys are not as consistent as usual, and they decide to just kind of withdraw completely from the connection, it's because they have this fear of you not feeling the same way about them, or them being some sort of a bother to you. I'm not saying that they are bothering you. I'm just expressing what's going on in their feelings, right? Four of Cups and the Seven of Wands could be like a very protective energy, even in terms of having some sort of a protective shield when it comes to their own heart. you know, okay, Scorpio's not communicating with me as much as they were last week, so maybe I should just withdraw. Or like finding any little reason, even if it's very minuscule, to kind of withdraw their energy because there is a fear of being hurt here. So if there's a lack of consistency, if there's a lack of expression, I feel like this person tends to like crawl back into their shell. So they may actually communicate that they want some sort of reassurance, or they want more like consistency between the both of you. And another thing that I see here with the Two of Wands and the Four of Cups is when they're thinking about the future with you, Scorpio, there is a question of like, is this all in my mind, or does Scorpio feel this way? Is this all in my mind, and am I just making things up and getting ahead of myself? Or is this something that can actually come into fruition for me? Because again, the Four of Cups is associated with more of like a daydreaming energy, or like fantasizing, where it could be a little bit unpredictable, or you're kind of there like, okay, what's going on in my head seems great, but is that what's actually going on in the reality of the situation? Then we have the King of Cups, clarifying the Eight of Swords. There's something here that you end up saying or doing that reassures this person. You know, this person, they have a lot of emotions for you, but with the King of Cups, there's like, what they admire about you is that you really understand them on an emotional level. You're very nurturing. You care about, you know, their desires, their needs. And there's something here that you're saying or doing that is actually reassuring this person, whether you're aware of this or not. The King of Cups also lets me know that this person views you as someone who's comfortable with speaking about your emotions. You're comfortable with having a heart-to-heart conversation. You don't shy away from things that need to be discussed, even if it's, you know, pertaining to the like emotional side of things. Strength card, some of you could be dealing with a Leo. Yeah. It's like you have someone who's very optimistic, but they're also being cautiously optimistic. They're also not wanting to do the wrong thing or end up hurt. And there is a little bit of like a, I don't want to say an insecure energy. I don't think that's the right term, but there is a little bit of like a hesitant energy when it comes to maybe, it could be the fact that this connection is very different. It could be the fact that maybe you guys are, you know, connecting with each other, but you don't communicate as consistently as they want the both of you to communicate. But I will say, like, there's a little bit of a doubtful energy that you guys are on the same page. And this may be someone, when they sense a bit of doubt, they withdraw their energy. But there's some sort of reassurance that you're giving them, which could help them, you know, change the way that they respond to situations where they feel isolated or unwanted, even if that's not the case and that's just something going on in their mind. Like, I do feel like this person, you know, kind of gets in their thoughts quite a bit. Queen of Swords, clarifying. Hold on one second. Okay, clarifying the Four of Cups, and then we have the Six of Wands. Yeah. You know what it is, Scorpio? I also feel like some of you could have, you know, air sign placements, maybe like Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. It doesn't have to be the case. Could just be the energy that you're exuding. But, you know, the Queen of Swords is a very clear-cut energy, very truthful, and that's how this person views you. But when you have the Four of Cups, the Queen of Swords, and the Six of Wands, you have a very unbothered energy, or you're not very reactive. Okay, even if it's specifically like this week, this month, or when you're getting to know this person, that's just the way that you are. They feel like they're not really getting much of a response from you, or like you don't really show much emotion. Like, you may be comfortable with speaking about your emotions. You may show that you care about this person, but there is a part of you that's very like, I don't want to say you don't respond at all, but like, you're hard to read. You're difficult to read when it comes to this person here. Like, they have a hard time picking up on your emotions, especially if you're not communicating it, especially if you're like withdrawing your energy. Even if you become withdrawn from the situation for personal reasons, that may be something that you want to communicate so that this person doesn't jump to any sort of assumptions here. They also feel like with the Queen of Swords and the Four of Cups, like, you're not easily impressed. Because I was thinking of how do I express this, but there's really no way to sugarcoat it. They view you as someone who's not easily impressed. Maybe there's something here they're communicating, something here that they're doing for you. And I'm not saying that you're not happy or grateful, or, you know, I'm not saying that you're in a very entitled energy, but you're really in that energy of I've seen it all. I've experienced something like this before. I know how this goes. So you're really going to have to prove me otherwise, or prove that you're different in order for me to invest in this connection here. So it's like they feel like you're not impressed by the little things, and they need to try harder. So even if they don't initially feel that way, I do see that kind of developing in their emotions as well. So let's see if I can get a self-love message for you guys to close out the read. Okay, so we have the card, know you are worthy. Abundance is everywhere around you. Feel worthy and open yourself up to receive the many gifts that await you. So something that can make you very happy is in front of you. The message here is to just be open to receive it. Know that you are worthy of what's coming towards you. You know, when a situation feels too good to be true, Scorpio, I feel like maybe for some of you, the reason why you're a bit closed off, or you're like, you know what, I know how this goes, or things always start off great, but they always end up, you know, maybe not so great. There's something about like knowing that what is coming towards you, you are deserving of. It's not too good to be true. It's not something that you don't deserve, right? That's pretty much what I'm getting from that message there. And it says abundance is everywhere around you. Feel worthy and open yourself up to receive the many gifts that await you. And what's interesting is, like, you know, this card is also giving me the message of you may have more than one suitor. You may have a couple of very positive things occurring for you, but if you don't feel worthy of it, there could be a case of self-sabotage. This could even be a message for your person here. I did mention, or the person that you're connecting with, because I did mention with the Eight of Swords energy, that could be quite literally being in your own way. So a case of self-sabotage. So that is what I'm getting for you guys. Moving on to Sagittarius. Okay, Sagittarius. So let's see what's going on for my singles here. Oh, King of Wands. Okay. Could be another fire sign that you're connecting with. So another Sagittarius like yourself, a Leo, Aries. We have the Four of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, and we have the Ten of Wands. The person coming towards you could, you know, have a lot on their plate, or there could be some sort of baggage here. Let's see. I don't want to speak too soon. But the Four of Pentacles and the Ten of Wands could be an energy of like carrying some sort of baggage, or just having a lot going on, like a lot on their plate, maybe, you know, a lot of responsibilities. Why is that coming up first? Let's see. Okay, the Knight of Pentacles wanted to show itself as well. So this may not be a connection that is like very fast moving at first, or it could be more of like a premeditated energy, taking things one step at a time. Who is coming towards Sagittarius? Okay, let's see. Two of Pentacles. Yeah, this... I'm getting a very persistent message off the bat here, where like this person has a lot going on. I'm not sure if like they like live a very busy lifestyle, or I could be picking up on an energy of just someone who has like, you know, a lot of different responsibilities. And as much as they're connecting with you, you can sense that there's some sort of chaos, or, you know, like a very chaotic energy going on in their personal environment. Someone who feels like they can't just sit still, and their energy is being pulled in different directions, but they're trying to focus on you. They're trying to, you know, pursue a connection with you. Page of Wands, yeah. Communicating with you is something that excites them. And when you have the Page of Wands, that's like embarking in a new journey that you're actually happy about. You're looking forward to it. There are aspects of it that you're like, you know, I can't wait to experience this, or this is so exciting. There's something in this person's life that could have felt very tedious or mundane, but connecting with you is like either like, I guess I can explain it as a breath of fresh air, or just very exciting, you know, finally feeling like they're looking forward to something. And like, I don't want to say that connecting with you is like an escape, but in a way, that's how it's coming through here. And I don't really feel like it doesn't necessarily have to be this person's escaping something negative. Okay. I don't see cards, you know, explaining such as of yet, but it's more like just connecting with you helps this person ease their mind, or take their mind off of everything else that they have going on. The Five of Pentacles. This person could have recently went through some sort of a financial loss, okay? If that's not the case, their living situation could have changed. but it's like trying to get to where they used to be, or trying to attain some sort of stability for themselves. But it feels like they're doing a lot at once. Like, for example, if this person, took a very bad financial hit, it's like they're working 2 or 3 jobs now. And as much as it's helping them become stable again, it's stressing them out because they feel like they have no time for themselves. So they're working towards finding a solution for the issue that they're facing, but it doesn't feel easy. It feels very, I have to do so much. I feel so burdened by this. I feel like I don't have time for myself. And that's coming through very strongly. And it could be coming up because, like, this person feels like connecting with you is very exciting, but they want to make more time for you, or they wish that they were at a better space financially or mentally. Because the Five of Pentacles doesn't always have to be financial constraints. It could also be like a mentality of lack, where you're wanting something and maybe you feel like you're not deserving of it, or you don't have or know enough to go after something that you desire. So we have the Ace of Pentacles clarifying the Two of Pentacles. What they do know is they want to offer you something stable. They want to invest in you. Ace of Pentacles could even be read as like the path to marriage. But what they have on their mind is genuinely building something stable with you. It just seems to me, if I'm being transparent, this connection is not going to start off as stable as they want it to. And it's because there's a lack of stability on their end, or there's something here that they're like potentially juggling. So even if it's like career in a relationship, they may feel like, I'm working so much, I don't have time for a relationship right now. So there's like a lack of balance, but it's not going to be that there's going to be a lack of balance forever. I just feel like initially when this person's connecting with you, they're trying to make time for you, but there's a lot of things going on for them. It's the best way for me to explain it. Then we have the Death card clarifying the Page of Wands. Some of you could be dealing with a Scorpio. I see this as a very like transformative energy with the Death card. So this person could be going through some sort of like a transformation, even if it's internal. But for many of you, I feel like something to do with their living situation or their job has really changed. And I feel like I was getting a similar message for Gemini, if I remember correctly. So maybe you have Gemini placements in your chart, or you are involved with one. So if that's the case, definitely check out their read. But there seems to be some sort of a change when it comes to their stability, and there is like an internal change with the Death card as well. But like meeting you and connecting with you is like, I want this new beginning, but I'm also at a very critical point in my life where I'm also trying to feel more stable or come out of a situation where I feel I don't have enough or don't know enough, even if it's just their mentality here. The Four of Swords. This person feels like they have spent most of their time dwelling and healing from something of their past. And as much as connecting with you is exciting and they're wanting things to be stable, the reality of it is that there's some sort of practical effort that they need to put forward in order to get to a more stable space. That's why I strongly feel like it's something that's going on in their material realm. Like, even if it's, wanting a new beginning with you, but it's like their living situation is not ideal. Well, in order to change your living situation, you probably have to, pick up more hours, or you have to work a second job, or you have to be better at saving, right? Like there's some sort of effort that this person has to put forward to get to a place that they want to be, which they feel like would be ideal to build a relationship with you. Because right now they want a relationship, but they feel like they're not in a position to offer you that. King of Swords. So the fact that what they want, they can't have in the current moment or work towards is kind of upsetting or causing some sort of frustration here. But they are working on it. King of Swords is a very solution-oriented energy, right? You're getting to the bottom of an issue. You're being very real with yourself as well, right? The King of Swords, he doesn't have his head in the clouds. He's like, this is what it is. If this is my reality, King of Swords could be read as someone who's recently went through a tough cycle, a breakup maybe even, or a divorce. But the point is, it's like accepting your reality for what it is and realizing what you have to do and doing that very thing so you can come out of that space. So connecting with you is only making this person want to be better. It's only making this person want to work harder towards the goals that they've had prior to meeting you. But there is a little bit of like an insecure or an hesitant energy because they feel like they don't have what it takes to offer you what you're deserving of in the current moment. High Priestess. You may intuitively know that this person is struggling, or there's something here that they're going through, but they're not being completely open about. And it has a lot to do with not wanting to push you away or not wanting you to feel like this situation is going to be difficult forever. Because this is someone who's actively working towards finding a solution for their problems, right? So it's like, if I tell Sagittarius this, it may come off as if I don't have a solution, or if like they're really afraid of pushing you away, especially in the early stages is what I'm picking up on here. The Fool card, yeah. I feel like this is actually, you know, someone who is very like focused on this new beginning here. The Fool card is having the courage to move towards something new, even if you don't know what the future holds, which is what I see with the Fool card there. So as much as this person is taking a leap of faith towards you, something that they're not communicating or keeping under wraps is you know, feeling more stable or working through a very tough situation. And I don't think it's coming or it's stemming from a space of intentionally trying to hide something from you. It's more like, I don't want to push you away by making it seem like I'm not ready, because even though I'm not ready in the current moment, I will be, is the energy that's coming through here. Okay, so let's see if I can get you guys a self-love message here. Okay. So you guys have the card number 15, Love Your Shadow. We are perfectly imperfect. Accept and love yourself as you are and do the same with others. Focus your efforts on your own mastery. So this is all about, you know, loving both sides of you, maybe not passing judgment on others. Like you know, there's also this very, strong message about understanding maybe what this person is going through as well. Because what's interesting with this message in comparison to the spread is this person is going through a lot that they're not being open about. And they're not being open about it because they're afraid that it's going to push you away. So it could even be that they're not, they're not really being open about their issues or their shadow side because they're afraid of being judged in one way or another. And I'm not saying that you are going to judge this person. It could just be something that they're, battling. For others of you, the message here, you know, simply is as it reads, like you could be, accepting both sides, that you like it's almost like, okay, you know that things can't always be perfect, or there's a side of you that maybe you kind of suppress, but it's about, you know, allowing that side to resurface and just accepting yourself for who you are here. And then it also says, focus your efforts on your own mastery. Even if there's something that you don't like when it comes to maybe an energy that you're dealing with or a situation, it always leads to being able to like look within and maybe figure out if there's something within you that you want to work on, something within you that you want to alter here. I feel like the experiences around you could be illuminating something within you as well. Okay, so that's what I'm getting for you guys. Moving on to Capricorn. Okay, Capricorn. So let's see what's going on for my Capricorn singles. Okay, so we have the Ace of Cups on the bottom of the deck, and we have the Five of Cups. So a new beginning after some sort of disappointment, or you're finally feeling like you're connecting with someone that is where you could see potential after a period of maybe some sort of like an emotional loss or dwelling in the past here. Because Ace of Cups to the Five of Cups is two very different energies, but I'm reading it as like completing a very tough cycle, or maybe feeling very disappointed or let down when it comes to love, and then being, you know, fulfilled or satisfied, or actually being intrigued or interested in, you know, an offer or a new beginning that's occurring for you. Could be a water sign that you're connecting with, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Okay. All right, let's see here. Who is coming towards Capricorn? King of Swords could be an air sign, and the Three of Wands. Hmm. It seems to me that it's someone who, like, you'll be conversing with them. Yes, you will be speaking to them, but I also see it as someone who's being a little bit distant. I wonder why. If you're connecting with this person in the current moment, that could be something that's like crossing your mind, but it's interesting because with the King of Swords being the first card, I do view it as a very truthful energy. So someone who is, conversing with you, being open, open about the fact that they have emotions for you. But I don't know if this person's strengths are in being emotionally expressive. I think that that may be something that they struggle with, or they have a hard time like putting their articulating themselves when it comes to putting their emotions into words. Does that make sense? And so with the Three of Wands, it's like, and the King of Swords, it's like you know that this person is taking an interest towards you, but there's also like a little bit of distance, or you feel like this person gives you a little to work with, but then they withdraw their energy, or they take a few steps back. King of Cups. There's a lot this person could be learning from you. And you could remind this person of someone very important in their life as well. Like I'm getting like there's like a very nurturing or secure energy that they feel when they're with you. But like I will say it's someone who is taking some time to open up, or they just really struggle with emotional expression. Like you will know they care for you because they're speaking to you or they're making time for you. But when it comes to like telling you how they feel or putting their emotions into words, I do see a little bit of a struggle there. But there's a lot that they're learning from you, right? They're viewing you in a very like nurturing energy, very caring. So it could be that they're learning to be more open. It could be that they're learning to be more vulnerable and know that it's okay to do that, and not view it as a weakness here. What's the King of Swords? The Three of Cups. I feel like this person is going to want to take you out, spend a lot of quality time with you, introduce you to their friends. The Three of Cups is also like a card of like friendship. So I wonder if this is a connection where you and this person are starting off as friends, or when you're conversing with them, you feel like the conversations are more like surface level, or it's like someone that you feel like views you as a friend, but deep inside they want something more with you. It just seems to me that they're struggling with expressing that to you. And I'm not saying they're never going to express it to you, but I'm talking about in the current energy, initially when they start developing emotions for you, the way that they're going to show you is by continuing to converse with you. But you may take that as, well, this person's just speaking to me. Maybe I'm just a really good friend, or maybe they just want to be friends with me. Like you're not really getting that vibe of this person wants more with me, or this person has feelings for me. I don't think you're getting that initially because of how this person is acting towards you. And again, I don't see it as negative. I just think it's someone who's really struggling to accept that they have emotions for you, and then furthermore open up about those emotions. Eight of Swords. Yeah, this is someone who's really like, they're an overthinker. The King of Swords being the first card there, and now we have the Eight of Swords. It's definitely someone who's like an overthinker. They're over analyzing the situation, and they may even feel like they're constantly in their own way. Because the Eight of Swords is what you would call like kind of like feeling like you're in a mental imprison, like a mental prison, right? So it's self-imposed though. So it's the thought that it's the thoughts that you're thinking, or it's the things that you're telling yourself. I'm not worthy, or I'm not deserving of this connection, or there's no way that Capricorn is going to feel the way that I feel for me, the way that I feel for them, right? Like whatever it is that they're telling themselves, it could be creating some sort of a block. But I do feel like it seems to me that it's more like unnecessary worry. Someone who's just in their own way. And I'm not downplaying their emotions in any way. I just feel like they are feeling restricted by their own thoughts. The Knight of Cups, clarifying the King of Cups. So when this person confesses that they care for you or want something more, even if it's not coming off as some sort of an emotional outpour, it's best believe it has taken everything in them to, confess that to you. On the outside, you may feel like this is not really like a fearful person, or they're very confident. I feel like this is also someone who's a really good communicator, but the irony of it is like, they're not the best communicator when it comes to their emotions though. And it's someone when they start to develop emotions or they start to feel that side of them coming up, they try to make sense of it. And sometimes when it comes to love or emotions, it's not really correlating with logic. Do you know what I mean, Capricorn? It's like sometimes you feel for someone, but you can't make sense of it. That's just how you feel. You know what I mean? But I think this person, they try to make sense of their emotions, or they try to like rationalize what their feelings, and and it causes them to feel a bit stuck. But I do see that they are going to open up to you. Yeah, Ace of Swords, a breakthrough in this situation, someone being very open and honest. And what's interesting here at Capricorn is the Ace of Swords is also associated with needing to leave something behind or sacrifice one thing for another. So for some of you, this person, they're realizing that they are going to have to be more open, or they're going to have to be more emotionally expressive and let go of being closed off or viewing emotions as a sign of weakness if they want to connect with you. So the very thing that they could be sacrificing or leaving behind is like an old way of thinking or a way of being. Even if it's like something that's deeply embedded in them, they're working through that because they want to connect with you. 10 of Cups, wow. You make this person extremely happy. I think there's also the way that you communicate with this person makes them feel very safe. So far what I'm realizing about this energy is that it's someone who's having a difficult time opening up. And as a reader, I could just say that it's, someone who's detached, someone who's cold. But like if we were to dig beneath the surface, generically speaking, guys, usually when it comes to energies like that, it's because of something that they've experienced in their past. So for example, I'm not diagnosing your person with anything, by the way, guys. That's not my job. But I am saying that this is someone that is connecting with you, yes. But maybe as a child, they were constantly, shut down, or they did not have the opportunity to express their emotions, or that's how they were brought up. But there's something about you that causes this person or makes them feel very safe. And it's very different, but it's also very powerful, Capricorn, because and I'm getting the goosebumps as I'm saying this to you guys. Like, it's someone who feels so safe in your energy that even though they were not able to open up most of their life or through other experiences, they don't feel that way with you. Even if they initially do, as you guys connect, like there's some sort of like a safe space that you're creating for this person. It's the way you speak to them, it's the way you listen to them, and something about the tone that you use with them could also be something that they admire, or the tone makes them feel very safe. Like you are here to listen, you are here for them, you're not here to, judge them. And then we have the Judgment card here. So this is about a major change, or waking up to what you desire and realizing what you need to leave behind, which is exactly what I said with the Ace of Swords. So connecting with you is triggering some sort of growth within this person as well. Like, I don't want to be this way anymore. Or I actually feel safe enough to open up to someone. So that's what I'm going to do. And that could be very different for this person, because I do see that that's not something that they're used to. Okay. So let's see if I can get a self-love message for you guys. Okay, let's see. Any self-love messages for Capricorn? Okay, there we go. So we have stop and breathe. Reality is shaped by what we believe. Take a deep breath, reassess and realign. Let go of what doesn't help the situation. So this is like, it kind of goes hand in hand with the spread, the thoughts that you're thinking, right? Even if this is a message that applies to the cross watcher, the person trying to pursue Capricorn here, we have the Eight of Swords. This is all about, it literally says reality is shaped by what we believe. Take a deep breath, reassess and realign. Let go of what doesn't help the situation. Negative thoughts, being in your own way, maybe thinking about things that are not true, or jumping to assumptions. The things that cause you to maybe feel a little bit detached or cause you to feel a little bit worried, that is what you are possibly working towards letting go of. And really the message here is just like, gaining some sort of clarity so you know what you're feeding your mind, and it doesn't leave room to make things up or assume things that could actually hurt you and or affect your well-being overall here. Okay, so that's what I'm getting for you guys. Moving on to Aquarius. Okay, Aquarius, let's see what's going on for my Aquarian singles. Oh, okay, what is that card? Wheel of Fortune. Okay. Could be connecting with a fixed sign. So another Aquarius like yourself, Leo, Scorpio, or a Taurus. What is that card that flipped out? Eight of Swords. Someone here is like resistant toward, or there's some sort of resistance towards change. Because I just, the Wheel of Fortune wanted to flip over, and the Eight of Swords. And that could be when like there's something that is changing, something that is happening in, or it's like a positive shift, but you could be very hesitant towards accepting that, or, you know, this, like someone feels like they have to leave their comfort zone, and there could be some sort of discomfort associated with that as well. We have the Ten of Wands on the bottom of the deck here, and then we have the Three of Pentacles. This could be someone that you work with, but I do see some sort of online communication between the both of you with the Three of Pentacles. So when you have the Three of Pentacles, that's someone who wants to collaborate with you. They want to work together with you. So it could start off as like maybe you guys are negotiating some sort of business ideas, or you guys are working on something together, but then maybe it develops into something more. But I do feel like this person's very attracted to like your intelligence. Okay, you may have like a business of your own, or even if it's just your career, there could be something that you do for work that this person really admires, but there's also something about your intelligence coming through very strongly. Okay. I feel like this is someone who also really cares about your opinion or your output on things. So like you may find, even if it's in the early stages of the both of you connecting, they're, you know, asking you for your opinion on certain things, whether it's like an idea that they have or just a situation that they're facing. They really trust your judgment as well. Okay. Who is coming towards Aquarius? Okay, guys, so we have the Tower. It could be a Scorpio, and then we also have the World card. Why am I sensing that there's like this abrupt change? And it seems like a positive change to me, but there's like a very hesitant energy to take that leap of faith or allow that change to happen. There's a bit of resistance that I'm persistently feeling here. So with the Tower as well as the World card, it could be because, you know, it's like what I see is it could be very unexpected, like the meeting here. But with the World card, some of you are uncertain because there's some sort of physical distance between you and this person. And I did pick up on like online communication. So if there is, for example, physical distance, like I mentioned for some of you, it could be that you're feeling uncertain about whether this connection is actually going to take off or not, whether it's actually realistic to think about a connection with someone who feels like they are far from you in the current moment. It's like there's a very new, fresh, you know, kind of energy here, but there's also, I don't know if I want to dabble in this, or I'm feeling a bit uncertain here. Knight of Wands. This person could live a very different a lifestyle than what you're used to, okay? And it is a general read, so obviously you're going to know your situation better than I will. But Knight of Wands could be like someone who is like on the go, or like they travel a lot for work, or they just travel a lot in general. But there's something about this person's lifestyle that doesn't feel as stable as yours, or you're looking at their lifestyle and you're wondering how the both of you can build something stable together when there's a lack of stability in their life. You are attracted to this person. You do find them charming, but with the Knight of Wands, there could be a bit of an inconsistent energy, and I feel like it doesn't really have to stem from a negative space, but it could be, okay, for example, when you connect with this person, it could feel great. You could feel on top of the world, but maybe the both of you don't connect as much as you want to connect with them. And so you're wondering, how is this actually going to, you know, translate or turn into something stable in the future if it's not in the current moment? You may be having a hard time seeing the bigger picture when it comes to this person, you know, in the early stages here. So we have the Seven of Wands clarifying the Tower, and we have the Ten of Pentacles in the World card. Yeah. So something that you, like, you're basically looking at the situation and you initially don't feel like it's going to be stable, but you have someone here who does want to commit to you, who is thinking about commitment. But there may be something that the both of you are like compromising on, or like, for example, You know, if this is someone who, you know, lives a very different lifestyle than you, they may say that, okay, well, this year and next year, or these 2 years are crucial for me to travel for work. So if we're able to get through that, then things are going to be stable at the end of that. Like, do you know what I mean? That's just a generic example that I'm giving to you guys to put things into perspective. But as far as like the Knight of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles, like there's something that the both of you may need to accept or work through, where it's like, okay, things are not as stable as we want them to be right now, but that doesn't mean that they won't ever be stable. If we can get through this kind of uncertain period, or this period of being away from each other or having some sort of distance here, and we're able to work through that, then we can get to that space that we, you know, want here. Because I do see they have commitment on their mind, but there may be something that, whether it's like for work purposes or, you know, another reason here, where they're not able to fully dedicate all their time towards this connection in the early stages. Two of Pentacles. Yeah. And I think that's what's, you know, giving you cold feet, or ultimately causing some sort of uncertainty here. With the Two of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands, it's someone who may feel like they do have a lot of opportunities and they're happy about that. But the thing about having a lot of opportunities is it may require them, or it makes them feel like they're being pulled in many different directions here. And you may even be connecting with this person while they're going through, or while they're at like a very, very busy point in their life, but they're still making time for you. They're still making it known that they're working towards a commitment here. It just seems to me, Aquarius, that this may be a connection where it requires you to like leave your comfort zone a little, or you're not used to having to, or you're not used to being in a connection with someone who is very far away, or this may be like your first long distance union or something of that sort here. Judgment, you could be dealing with a Scorpio. Yeah. This is completely new to the both of you. This is going to be very different, but it has the potential to turn into something, or blossom into something very successful and stable with the Ten of Pentacles. And it's interesting because the Judgment's all about leaving your comfort zone. It's all about waking up to what you want and realizing that maybe there are certain things you need to leave behind, even if it doesn't feel easy to do. And it's because you're focused on the greater picture. Eight of Pentacles, yeah. So even if there is physical distance between you and this person, they will continuously put the effort in to prove that they care about you. Eight of Pentacles is all about practical effort. It's you know, the things that you do on a daily basis. It's chipping away at something daily so that it could grow into something, or blossom into something larger here. And I feel like, you know, this is someone who is going to prove that they care for you through their efforts, yes, but it's also someone who's going to be very consistent with you, even if their lifestyle requires them to not always be there for you, like physically. So what I see is like, even if this person's constantly traveling for work, they're going to make sure that they're communicating with you. They're going to make sure that they're keeping you, you know, posted on what's going on here. And they're somehow making time or fitting you into their schedule. Temperance. Could be a Sagittarius. So, you know, not to sound too repetitive, Aquarius, it seems to me that it may be a situation that starts off a little bit chaotic. There's a lot that the both of you may have to adapt to, and it won't initially feel as stable because there's a lot going on. But if you're able to kind of ride the wave, it will lead to a very stable and a peaceful connection here with the Temperance. And the Temperance is the closing energy, which means you will get to that point. But initially, it's going to feel a little bit, you know, all over the place, or it's going to feel a little bit unpredictable. And I don't see any bad intentions or you know, negative intentions from this person. It's just their lifestyle may be something that you're adapting to, or maybe this is like I said, your first long distance union, that sort of thing. So let's see if I can get a self-love message for you guys. Okay, so wow, that's interesting. The card we have for you guys is Conquer Fear. Most fear is based on illusions, on truths we deny to avoid change. Release your need for control and perfection. Doing your blessed. Wow. Doing your best is plenty. Okay. It's interesting because when I saw that card, it said conquer fear. And I feel like if there's a fear of leaving your comfort zone, or a fear of, you know what, this feels so different. Is it actually going to work out for me? It's like you know, sometimes going into a situation could help you overcome that fear as well, instead of allowing what you feel to control you and determine your decisions, right? And it says most fear is based on illusion. So you may think that, you know how this is going to turn out, or you may feel like it's not going to turn out the way that you want it to, but you just may not be seeing something clearly in the current moment. It says it's interesting because it says most fear is based on illusions, on truths we deny to avoid change. So it goes back to the message that I was saying as I open this spread. There's a bit of hesitant energy when it comes to accepting a change. It seems to be a very positive change, but it's very different. It feels very new. So generically speaking, we have a hard time kind of, stepping into things that feel different. And Aquarius, you're a fixed sign. So maybe you're, comfortable with what you're used to. But, it seems to me that this is definitely a connection that's going to require you to step out of your comfort zone, or it's very different from what you're used to. But it's also important not to avoid the change or fear the change based off of the fact that you have to do things differently. Okay, so that is what I'm getting for you guys. Moving on to Pisces. Okay, Pisces. So let's see what's going on for you guys, for my Pisces singles. Okay, so we have the Five of Swords on the bottom of the deck, and we have the Devil. Could be an air sign that you're connecting with, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, or a Capricorn. What's interesting is I'm almost getting a message of wanting what you can't have, or feel, or there's some sort of guilt associated with pursuing you. Okay, let's see if these cards come out again. Who is coming towards Pisces? Like there could be something that this, it's like something doesn't feel right, or something. It's like an energy, because with the Devil, it's like feeling like you're doing something you're not supposed to be doing. So there could be something very secretive about this connection as well. Okay, let's see. The Two of Pentacles, the Sun card. Okay, for some of you, this could be a Leo. There's definitely a sense of juggling with the Two of Pentacles being the first card. So this may be someone who's just like, dealing with a lot, or they're going back between, it could even be going back and forth between like yes or no when it comes to making a decision. But there is a level of like uncertainty, or not fully making a decision yet. But I do see it as, someone who feels like you make them very happy with the Sun card. It's just interesting because it's like trying to maintain a connection with you, but also trying to maintain something else in their life as well. But when you see the Two of Pentacles, the meaning behind it is you can juggle, but you can only juggle for so long. So it's going to lead to needing to make a decision regardless. And then we have the Six of Wands. So they really want, something with you to be successful, whether it's like pursuing you and wanting a connection, or just getting to know you on a deeper level here. And I will say that this is someone who's going to be showering you with a lot of affection and attention with the Sun card and the Six of Wands here. You may be in the public eye, Pisces, or, you could be just connecting with someone who's in the public eye with the Six of Wands. But it's like there's this image that they have to maintain, or there may be a way that the public, for example, portrays them. But there's something about you knowing who they really are, or possibly even just like them feeling like they can be authentic around you, and they don't have to wear a facade, or they don't have to, shy away from saying certain things. The Ace of Pentacles. I feel like what this person is going to offer you is going to be something that you actually want to accept, something that you actually want to invest in. Because the Ace of Pentacles is usually like a stable new beginning here. But it's interesting because the Ace of Pentacles is clarifying the Two of Pentacles. So I was right about, this person going back and forth in terms of how to offer you something new, or what to say to pursue you. So even if you're connecting with each other and you're conversing, they're figuring out the right thing to say. And that's something that they may even be like overthinking. What's the Sun card? The Ten of Cups. Wow. Yeah, so working towards a commitment is the goal here. And I will say with the 10 of Cups clarifying the Sun card, you know, you making this person happy is an understatement. 10 of Cups and, you know, the Sun card is like when you're over the moon or you're really feeling on top of the world. So this person feels that way when they're connecting with you. They feel completely emotionally fulfilled, satisfied. And they also, I think this also stems from a space of like, I can be myself around Pisces. You know, whether that be just, you know, able to express my emotions, whether that be, you know, just not having to fear any sort of judgment. But they definitely are working towards a commitment here. And what they're realizing is like you are someone who genuinely makes them happy. They feel fulfilled when they are with you. They look forward to sharing things with you. But I will say, guys, like just being transparent, they may feel like the connection that they have with you is like a whole or entirely different life from what they live on a day-to-day basis. That is something that I'm seeing. And I don't know why the download is coming through that way, but maybe, like, of course, it's a general read. You're going to know your situation better than I will. But it almost seems to me like, I don't want to say connecting with you feels like an escape, but the connection with you feels very different from what they're used to. And I don't really see it as someone living a double life and playing tricks or fooling you, but it's like the connection with you just feels like they can be themselves. But maybe how others portray them or other relationships that they have, even if they're platonic, it's very like they have to be a certain way, or they have to really watch what they say or wear some sort of, you know, a mask. The Chariot, it could be a Cancer that you're dealing with. The Chariot clarifying the Six of Wands, very positive energy of like forward movement, progress. Someone feeling like, yes, there's something very different about this connection, but I feel like we can work through that. Because a Chariot is usually progress that comes after acceptance. So whether it's like an age gap, whether it's, you know, you guys have two very different lifestyles, they're accepting that, you know, things may be different, but they don't see it as a block. Sorry about that, guys. I just drank some water. But in the Chariot card, the other thing that I'm being drawn to is the yin and yang symbol. Like this is someone who views you as their other half. Even though you may be very different or the connection feels very different, they feel like you guys actually work together perfectly. It's almost an energy of like opposites attract. The Page of Wands. Something that this person communicates to you this week or this month is going to be very, very exciting. And the Page of Wands is usually when you're like embarking in a new journey, but you're actually excited to, move forward, or you're actually excited for this new beginning. It's like they really, I could read it as, yes, you know, it's someone who looks forward to communicating with you, but I also feel like they're looking forward to building with you, to growing with you. And things feel fun. They feel, exciting with you, really is the best way for me to express it. Like this person may feel like, you know, their life is very mundane or they follow a routine and it's the same old thing every single day, but there's something about the connection with you that just, you know, kind of like excites them or makes them feel like they have, you know, like a zest for life again. The Nine of Swords clarifying the Ten of Cups. And what's the Chariot? The World card. Wow. Definitely feel like this could be an online connection that develops into something more with the Chariot and the World card. Okay. Or you guys could also be making travel plans together. I just feel like with the Nine of Swords clarifying the Ten of Cups, it's just someone who's a little bit up in their mind about the situation. I don't really see it as anything dramatic or negative. It's more like overthinking a situation or overanalyzing it because you're in the early stages. Let's see, what's the Nine of Swords? The Five of Pentacles, okay, and the Knight of Cups. So it's someone who's being open and expressive when it comes to the emotional department. They're telling you how they feel, but the Nine of Swords and the Five of Pentacles could just be letting me know that this person is stressing over some sort of financial constraints that they're feeling. Or, you know, the first card to come out was a Two of Pentacles. That could be when you have a lot on your plate, you're juggling, you know, many different responsibilities. And it could be that they feel like they have no choice because they're trying to come out of this Five of Pentacles energy. But I don't really see that directly impacting their ability to like express how they feel to you or move into a connection with you. Here's what I will say: as they're connecting with you and making their emotions known and, you know, expressing how they feel, there is something on the back of their mind. And what's on their back of their mind is their ability to be able to like provide for you. Nine of Swords and the Five of Pentacles is like, am I capable of this? Am I going to be in a position to actually have something stable with Pisces? You know, if this is someone who's thinking about marriage, you know, that marriage is, of course, it has everything to do with love, but there's also, you know, the financial aspect of marriage, right? There's also the financial aspect of relationships. And so I do think that that's something on the back of their mind, but I don't feel like it's creating a block when it comes to pursuing you. So let's see if we can get a self-love message for you guys. Okay, so we have spend time alone. This card kind of reminds me of the Hermit card in tarot. It says, all decisions must be made by yourself. Give yourself the time and space to seek the answers within rather than without. So really pay attention to your intuition. Spend some time, you know, on your own when it comes to maybe even just pertaining to this connection. Like if there's anything that you're confused about, or if, you know, Two of Pentacles could even be an energy that you resonate with if you're kind of going back and forth in terms of, do I want to invest in this situation here? But it seems to me that a decision that you're making is a decision that you should make alone. So not asking the opinion of others, not wondering maybe how it looks to others or how others feel. It's more so about how do you feel and what do you want? And another thing, guys, with the Nine of Swords and the Five of Pentacles in the spread too, and then we have the spend time alone card, like you may be connecting with this person, but you may choose to withdraw your energy. And the Nine of Swords and the Five of Pentacles could be worry or stress that's stemming from a space of feeling like you're an outsider in someone's life. So like if you connect with this person, but you choose to withdraw your energy, during the connection, and even if you communicate it to this person, I feel like that could be something that stresses them out. But this is also an important message of making sure that you're making decisions on your own for yourself, okay? So that is what I'm getting for you guys. I really do hope you were able to find a message that resonated with you here today. And thank you so much for your time.